The salt wind cut like a blade across Santa Monica Beach. Dawn light bled pink along the horizon. Waves crashed in steady rhythm, cold and relentless against wet sand. Bruce Lee sat cross-legged at the water's edge, spine straight, eyes closed. His chest rose and fell, slow, deliberate, as if breathing cost him nothing. Footsteps pounded closer, heavy, urgent. Muhammad Ali materialized through the morning haze, sweat gleaming on his face, chest heaving. His feet slowed, stopped. He stood over Bruce, shadow falling across the smaller man's stillness. "You meditating or sleeping?" Bruce's eyes opened slowly. A smile ghosted across his lips. "Both." Ali tilted his head, breath still coming hard. "Both, that don't make sense. Meditation is active rest." Bruce's voice carried the same calm as the horizon. No rush, no strain. Ali shifted his weight, muscles twitching beneath his skin. His hands opened and closed at his sides. "Active rest," he repeated, testing the words like a foreign language. Bruce watched him, really watched. His gaze lingered on Ali's left hand. "You look confused, champion." Ali's jaw tightened. "I look," but something in Bruce's expression stopped him cold. Ali dropped into the sand beside him. Cold grains pressed through his sweatpants. He smelled brine sharp in his nostrils, tasted salt on his upper lip. The ocean hammered steady behind them. "I cannot meditate," Ali said. "My mind. It will not shut up." Bruce turned his head toward the horizon, where dawn light bled gold across gray water. He did not answer immediately. A gull cried overhead. "Meditation is not shutting up," Bruce said finally. "It is listening differently." "Listening to what?" "To everything." Bruce's voice stayed level, unhurried. "The ocean, your breath, your thoughts without judging them." Ali shifted his weight. Sand clung to his palms. He wiped them on his knees, then closed his eyes. Inhale, exhale. The waves crashed. His knee itched. He scratched it. His shoulder tensed. He rolled it back. 10 seconds, 20, 30. He opened his eyes. "This is boring." Bruce said nothing. He lifted his right hand, slowly, and placed 2 fingers against Ali's wrist. Ali felt the pressure, firm and deliberate. Bruce's thumb pressed the opposite side. "Your pulse," Bruce whispered. 140 beats per minute. He paused. "Even sitting still, you are sprinting." Ali's eyes snapped open. "I need action." Bruce turned sharp. The movement cut through the salt wind like a blade. "That is why you will burn out." Ali's jaw tightened. Sand clung to his sweat-soaked calves. "What, you are always in 5th gear?" Bruce's voice lost its softness. "No neutral. Neutral is for cars, not champions." Ali stood, towering over the seated figure. His shadow swallowed Bruce whole. Bruce rose slowly. Eye to eye now, the waves crashed behind them, indifferent. Champions who do not learn neutral become ex-champions faster. The words hung between them like a fist. Ali's breath quickened. His fingers curled. "You calling me out, I am telling you the truth." Bruce did not blink. Most people cannot hear it. The wind picked up, cold, biting. Ali felt it on his neck, a chill that had nothing to do with temperature. This man, half his weight, stood unmoved. No fear, no flattery. "I have been champion 3 years. Ali's voice dropped low. "Dangerous. You ever been champion of anything?" Bruce smiled. It was not kind. "I have been alive 32 years without destroying myself." He stepped closer. "Can you say the same?" The question landed like a hook to the ribs, and the silence that followed tasted like blood. Ali stared at Bruce, hard. The question hung between them like smoke. The cold wind off the Pacific bit at his sweat-soaked neck, but he refused to move first. "You think I am burning out?" Bruce held his gaze, unblinking. "I think you are 31. You have been fighting since 12. Your body keeps score even when you do not." Ali's jaw tightened. "I feel fine. Do you?" It was not a question. Bruce leaned closer, and Ali caught the scent of salt and sandalwood. The smaller man's eyes tracked across his face like a doctor reading an X-ray. "Mohammed, I can see it." Ali's chest contracted. Few men could unsettle him with words alone, but something in Bruce's tone, clinical, certain, made his pulse spike. Bruce pointed. "Your hands, they shake slightly when you are not moving them." Ali glanced down. His fingers hung steady at his sides, steady, rock steady. I do not. Wait. Bruce's finger rose. There, your left eye, micro-twitch, right at the corner. Ali froze. He felt nothing, but then a flutter, barely perceptible. Like a moth trapped beneath the skin, Bruce's voice dropped to a whisper. Those are neurological stress signals. Bruce extended one finger toward Ali's face. Your left eye, there, a micro-twitch. His hand hovered inches from the champion's cheekbone, never touching. Those are neurological stress signals. Ali jerked back, sand crunching beneath his weight. The cold wind carried salt and something sharper, fear, maybe, tangled with disbelief. How do you see that? His voice cracked on the last word. Gone was the bravado, the armor of invincibility. Just a man staring at invisible evidence of his own unraveling. Bruce lowered his hand, gaze dropping to the wet sand between them. Waves crashed in rhythmic confession behind his words, because I look for it in myself. Every day, the admission hung raw in the dawn air. I am 32. Bruce's jaw tightened. I feel my body changing. The speed is not what it was. Recovery takes longer. I wake up stiff. He paused, breath visible in the cold. I am scared of it. Silence stretched between them, not empty, but dense with recognition. Two men at the summit of physical mastery, both watching their empires crumble from within. Ali's chest rose and fell, no longer from exertion but from something deeper, something he'd buried under titles and headlines. What neither champion knew yet was how little time remained to learn this lesson. Ali's shoulders folded inward, chest collapsing like a punctured tire. His fingers dug into the cold sand, grains pressing crescent moons into his palms. I'm scared too, the words scraped out raw. I wake up with pain everywhere. My hands ache, I forget things mid-sentence, names of people I've known for years. His jaw clenched, but I can't admit it, not publicly. Bruce nodded slowly, the motion deliberate as tide, admitting it is strength. Denial is weakness. The ocean whispered its agreement, foam hissing across wet sand. Salt hung thick in the air between them. Ali's voice dropped to a whisper that barely rose above the waves. If I admit weakness, everyone will target it. Every fighter coming up, every journalist looking for the angle. His hands trembled openly now. They'll circle like sharks. Bruce drew breath deep into his belly, ribs expanding beneath his shirt. The pause stretched. Imagine being the most watched man in the world, yet utterly alone in understanding what that scrutiny costs. When Bruce exhaled, the truth came with it. They're targeting it anyway, Mohammed. Ali's head snapped up, but Bruce was already standing, staring down the shoreline at something Ali couldn't yet see. Bruce stood, extending his hand, better to acknowledge and compensate than ignore and collapse. Ali gripped it. The pull upward felt like surfacing from deep water. They walked along the wet sand, ocean spray misting their shoulders. Each wave hissed forward, dragging shells and foam backward. The cold grit pressed between Ali's toes. Bruce stopped. Breathe with me. 4 counts in. He inhaled slowly through his nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. His chest expanded, ribs lifting. Hold 2 counts, then 8 counts out. The exhale stretched long and steady like smoke dissolving. Ali mirrored the pattern. His lungs burned at first. By the 3rd cycle, his jaw unclenched. Now visualize a room, Bruce said, empty, white walls, each thought that enters. Let it walk through an exit. Do not grab it. Do not fight it. Just watch. Ali's brow furrowed, eyes still closed. You really do this stuff every day. Bruce's voice dropped lower. It is not weakness. It is maintenance. I want to live past 40. The wind carried salt and something sharper. Ali opened his eyes. Then why are your hands shaking right now? Ali stopped walking. The wet sand pulled at his heels. Seagulls screamed overhead, circling something dead further down the shore. He stared at the horizon where ocean met sky in a blade of light. I never thought past boxing, he said. His voice carried no bravado. What comes after? Bruce turned. Salt wind whipped his hair across his face. Legacy, Bruce said, teaching, being a good father, husband, human. Ali's jaw tightened. His hands opened and closed at his sides, grasping for something invisible. I am not good at any of that. His voice cracked. I am only good at fighting. The words hung between them like smoke. Bruce stepped closer. His hand gripped Ali's shoulder, fingers pressing through the damp fabric of the sweatshirt. Warm, steady. "That is what you practiced," Bruce said. Ali looked at him. Confusion flickered across his face. "Practice something else." Bruce's grip tightened. "Become good at that." Ali's throat moved. He said nothing. The waves crashed behind them, relentless and indifferent. Bruce released his shoulder and began walking again, footprints filling with seawater as quickly as they formed. Few men could understand what Ali felt in that moment, the terror of becoming obsolete while still breathing. But what he would discover in the months ahead would demand a courage no ring had ever tested. 6 months carved past like water-wearing stone. Ali arrived at Bruce Lee's school 3 mornings each week, trading the gym's leather and sweat for polished wood floors that creaked beneath bare feet. Incense smoke drifted through the training space, sandalwood mixing with the sharp bite of liniment oil. He sat, he breathed, 4 counts in, 8 counts out, lungs expanding against ribs that once knew only the staccato rhythm of combination punches. Bruce moved through forms with liquid precision while Ali attempted stillness on the mat beside him. The champion who danced through 12 rounds now struggled to sit motionless for 10 minutes. Yet something shifted, week by week. A quiet centering Ali couldn't name but recognized in the way his hands no longer trembled after meditation, the way sleep came easier. "You are learning," Bruce said one morning in late June, wiping his forehead. "Not perfection. Just direction." Ali nodded, fingers tracing the mat's woven texture, different from ring canvas, softer. Then July arrived. Bruce died. The words reached Ali through a phone call that felt impossible. 32 years old. Cerebral edema, gone. The funeral gathered them under gray skies. Ali stood before the mourners, suit jacket tight across his shoulders, throat closing. He looked at Linda Lee in the front row, her face carved hollow with fresh grief. "Bruce taught me," Ali's voice cracked despite years of speaking to millions. He swallowed, tried again. "Bruce taught me that being the greatest boxer means nothing if you are a terrible human. He taught me to train my spirit like I train my body." Tears came, no shame left to hide them. The service ended, people dispersed like smoke. Ali remained near the casket, staring at polished wood that reflected nothing back. Footsteps approached from behind, light, deliberate. Linda Lee stood beside him now, close enough that he could see her hands trembling. She opened her mouth, hesitated, then spoke words that would crack something open inside him he didn't know still needed breaking. Linda's eyes held no judgment, only the same quiet strength Bruce had carried. Ali's voice came out raw, scraped hollow. "I only knew him 1 year, but he changed everything. He taught me to see past the ring, past the cameras and the noise." She touched his arm briefly. "He saw who you could become." The words settled into Ali like a stone dropping through water. He breathed deep, 4 counts in, 8 counts out, the way Bruce had taught him that dawn at Santa Monica. The funeral flowers smelled too sweet, cloying. Linda nodded once, then turned away. Decades collapsed between heartbeats. Ali sat across from Edmund Hartley in a room filled with afternoon light. His hands trembled on the table, fingers curling involuntarily. The biographer's tape recorder hummed between them, patient. "Bruce Lee saved me from myself." Ali's voice came slower now, slurred at the edges. "I was, heading toward breakdown, all speed, no balance. He showed me there is life after glory, peace after war." Edmund leaned forward. "How did he do that?" Ali's eyes focused somewhere distant, seeing cold sand and crashing waves. "He made me sit still, listen, breathe." His hand shook harder. "He died before I could thank him properly, but I practiced what he taught every single day." The tape turned slowly, capturing silence and wisdom in equal measure.